All right. So something else I wanted to touch base on is something that I keep seeing like a lot of posts. It has to do with my spirituality and my practices, which are questionable. But here's the problem. I see a lot of people that have no idea about what spirituality, the practices, the different like spells, stuff like that. And here's what spells are. Spells can be as much as intentions. You're not always like actively doing chants and stuff like that. The thoughts become realities. So that in itself is spelling. So words, that's why it's important to be mindful of what you say to yourself and about others. Mindfulness is very important in life. But here's what you need to be mindful about as well. I work with angels, I work with guides, spirit guides, I work with gods, and I do work with some darker things. But here's the thing with spiritual gifts. You have to be given clearance to work with certain entities. You do not, when you're working with guides and stuff, anything at all, you do not summon anything. That is movies, that's ridiculous, and you have been grossly misinformed on how to go about working with guides. First off, guides, a lot of entities, a lot of things, they'll come and they'll request to work with you, and you can deny it or you can approve it, depending on, I suggest you look into them, study them, and figure out if that's an energy you would like to work with. Secondly, if you make promises to them, you keep them. You keep them. A lot of guides, they don't work with you. You work for them, under them. Have respect. It's like having respect for an authority figure. So you will not summon any of them. They won't have it, and they won't work with you. And then on top of it, I see people want to summon demons. What is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? You don't do that. You don't do that, because here's what happens when you play with demons. They don't play fair. And they'll leave you. They'll use you to their own benefit. And they're not going to give you the desired effect. You might get what you want for a little bit while they're having fun with you, but the second you're done, you are going to be, think about, what was it in the Bible? Nebuchadnezzar, right? When he was left wild like a beast, it will screw up your mentality. Your mentality is obviously already screwed up if you think that you're going to summon a demon to get whatever you want. And a lot of times I see that it's to have somebody fall in love with you. You are not giving gifts, spiritual gifts, if you do have them, for that purpose. And if you use them for those purposes, they are stripped from you. You don't, it's a privilege. It's a privilege, and it's given to a select few of chosen people because they will respect the privilege. You do not, why would you want to force somebody to be with you anyway? If it's not your person, it's not your person. They're not for you. You want somebody that's for you, and they're out there. Heal, get over whatever they did to you, or stop holding on to people that aren't yours, and I'm sorry, stop watching movies and thinking that's what it's about. Because then people that are actually doing good things with it and helping people with it get a really bad stigma behind them. I think they wanted to lynch me out in Massachusetts. Salem witch trials all over again. Because people misunderstand and they get afraid of stuff. And then they think I'm the reason that bad things are happening. No, the reason that bad things were happening out there is because they were shitty people. And that's the karmic retribution. Because everything that you do comes back to you. Karma is very real. Whether it's the currency of the universe, my friends. Energy is the currency of the universe. Karma is very real. Karmic debt is very real. And one way or the other, it has your address. Here's the thing. A lot of people think they'll get away with stuff because they've been getting away with stuff. But see, that's a trap. That's a trap right there. you're going to get away with stuff for a little bit, for a while, because they want to, it wants to see if you're going to turn things around and do what you're supposed to be doing. And eventually, you're just piling that up. You're piling that up. You're piling that up. And it does roll over into next life. Good luck with that.